Good evening and welcome to Louisville, Texas for the final day of group play here at the FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament. Alongside James Smith of TotalWaterPolo.com, Greg Meskel here with you for a meeting of two great water polo rivals, Team USA and Australia, both undefeated thus far on the week. It's already been determined they will meet for the gold medal tomorrow. This just a nice appetizer for our gold medal championship on Sunday. Australia in the Whitecaps, Team USA in the dark as we get underway. Our officials for this one, Ms. Wegenroth from Switzerland, Mr. Dali from Malta. Team USA will control in the opening sprint. Ashley Johnson goes in the goal for the United States. For Australia, Leah Yanitsis gets the start in cage. Head coach of Australia, Greg McFadden, sends number 1 out. Adam Krikoyan for Team USA sends number 13, and we are underway here north of Dallas.
What an appetizer. This should easily be the main course in and of itself, and we get another dose of it tomorrow with these two matching up.
This is one of those 2 for $20 meals, James, where we go in on an appetizer and we get a couple of meals and a dessert. Shot clock just about to expire. Australia takes control. Here's Ash Southern handling for the Aussies. Both Team USA and Australia 4-0 coming in, and they have been blitzing through the competition. For Australia, a 12-10 win over China, and that was as close as anyone would get to the green and gold. They topped Canada 11-2, a tug on the suit. That'll turn things over. They then beat Brazil 15-3, and then just laid the wood to Japan last night 26-4. Team USA has actually one up them if you're talking about lopsided affairs. They beat Brazil 17-2. They beat they beat China 19-5, Japan 19-2, Canada 14-4. And here they are tonight, and each side a couple of turnovers to get things going.
There's been some debate as to what is this matchup going to look like. The Australians have already qualified for the Olympics, and if you ask people in leadership at USA Water Polo, they say the same thing over and over again. The Australians never give up. They always play hard. This is going to be a great matchup both today and tomorrow.
Nice save by Johnson, and big crowd on hand here. Folks coming from not just the Dallas area, but Houston, Austin. Folks have made the trip. We know at least one. They're sitting right next to me. Just underway here, opening 2 minutes. And you talk about USA and Australia, and yes, the Aussies have already qualified, but knowing that Team USA, number 1 ranked team in the world, why would you not want to be up for a competition against a team you might see down the road, even in those Olympic Games? Entry inside, Craig the step out to score. Cami Craig is on the board, and so is Team USA.
That was an inaccurate pass that Cami Craig was able to simply muscle and turn around and score. A great start to her matchup. That was phenomenal.
Pass comes in, Craig will vacuum this up and then put it away for a 1-0 lead. And crowd, James, here. Oh, this is one of the joys of bringing high-level water polo to other parts of the country. They are fired up for anything that happens right now in the pool.
Anything. I think this, obviously speaks well to the state, but also shows people from the rest of the country that their regions can do just as well, and I'm assuming that they're looking at that in the future.
Pressure here from Team USA. Shot clock under 10. This is Glencora McGee. She'll work to Southern. Lob attempt. Johnson there with the left. Ashley Johnson's got more TV time this week in Dallas than the Mavericks. And she pulls down another right there.
Oh, she's probably playing better. Joking aside, we've seen talented goalkeepers in this tournament. And again, we try hard not to go overboard about any particular player, but
Courtney Mathewson able to sneak that one just past the diving Yanitsis, and it's a 2-0 lead for the United States.
I was going to say that Ashley Johnson simply on a higher level than most at this stage in her career.
Well, to your point, it's not as if we're looking across the teams in Texas this week and saying, well, here's a bunch of bad goalkeepers.
Right.
All the goalies here, especially the starters, pretty talented keepers across the board.
You speak to people on the pool deck, and they all pretty much marvel in the same way about the, not just Ashley Johnson, but the depth of goalkeeping talent on the United States team.
Sammy Hill scored a goal the other night in addition to posting a host of saves and a win. Here's Seidemann. Able to reach across Lincoln Smith and come up with the save there. The officials motion to play on as Johnson takes a look.
The Australians just have a host of players that can go post up in there, including Lincoln Smith.
Aria Fisher trying to post for Team USA. Southern's been excluded. She's out for 20 seconds, and the United States goes up on the power play. Here's Gilchrist. Steffens now. Musselman. Here's Clark. Still on the advantage. Aussies readying a substitute. Steffens in close. Fisher off the bar, out of play. But they're going to say Yanitsa's got a fingertip on that, so a new shot clock. Sides are even as the power play comes to an end for Team USA.
Yanitsa's one of a younger set of goalkeepers for the Australian teams that had such success in London.
That one sailed high by KK Clark. On the other end now, Aussies looking to rally, get on the board here for the first time. Whirling inside right into a double team, and Maggie Steffens takes that cleanly from Zagami.
We got a little taste of the Australian counterattack. One person told me that it's like UNLV in the 80s, run and gun. Not necessarily the most tightly shaped counterattack, but a lot of fun and looking for anybody to post up down there as soon as they get in front of the cage.
And the first time we'll be forced to make Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon comparisons in water polo.
Are we dating ourselves yet?
Good look there at the crowd here previously in Dallas. 3:24 left in the first, tipped away, and a steal, Rowie Webster. Aussies now slow it down for a moment. Bronte Halligan dealing with Gilchrist. Zagami works in towards 2 meters, battling KK Clark. Here's Lincoln Smith. Comes near side, off balance, shot and a save. Johnson on the attempt from Arancini.
Well, there's the level of play where we are. Basically knocked off of her balance, almost on her back, still placed basically high corner and had to be saved.
Musselman. Maddie Musselman, just 17 years old, gives off to Kelly Gilchrist. Seidemann, that's off the post, a rocket, and the rebound controlled. Official will say, hang on, I think he's going to say my mistake here, and he will hand it back off to Australia. Had ruled that ball in favor of the U.S.
Yeah, I think that correction was correct.
Lincoln Smith can play inside and out on the perimeter right now. Now she'll drive down with the shot clock under 10. Webster will give a look. Here's Halligan, and that one is left of the goal.
Unfamiliar territory, I think, for the Australians in this tournament. They've had such success on the offensive end, and so far scoreless.
The exclusion call to Aria Fisher continues to be a force in at 2 meters. Nicole Zagami will be sent out, and a timeout now by Team USA. They'll use their first quarter timeout to draw something up here as they look towards the power play opportunity. Good look there at Adam Krikorian. Tough to find a spot here right across from the pool and the bleachers here at the LISD West Side Aquatic Center.
It's been an exciting few hours for those in the stands. A lot of young kids, a lot of ODP players, a lot of local players looking for autographed balls, looking for a lot of the souvenirs that they're chucking up into the stands. Good time altogether.
And they're doing a nice thing here. They have autographed Team USA balls, holding raffles, and then giving away some of those autographed balls. It's been pretty cool. Fans have been going. I just want to imagine nuts to get their hands on those.
There's a moment I thought they were tossing those in the stands, and I thought that was going to be a riot.
Yeah, that'd be a dangerous move.
Yeah.
Gilchrist, Musselman. Team USA on the power play right now. Gilchrist is in. Kaylee Gilchrist, third different scorer for Team USA, here to start things off, and a hot start, up 3-0.
Couldn't get much simpler than that again. Gave her too much time to line this up, found the opening, and just put it away.
Australia is looking for their first goal. They will call for a time here immediately. A talented team. You don't expect them to be scoreless here for much longer with what they can do offensively. That said, Team USA is in some kind of groove this week on offense.
Defensively as well, too. I mean, you're right about the offense. There doesn't seem to be anybody right now who has consistently been able to close them out. And again, one could argue that for some of these teams, it is something of an exhibition. But just the mere fact that it's been really what looks to be so easy for the Americans so far has been encouraging for them and their fans.
This event wraps tomorrow, 10 a.m. We'll get things kick-started with our fifth place game. Brazil and Japan. Now we'll segue to third place. China, Canada, and then these two teams will mix it up once more at 12:40 p.m. Central Time. Join us for it all right here live on USA Water Polo TV.
I like those first two games. The first one in particular is going to be, it is a rematch, and two teams with very interesting styles.
Yeah, Brazil, Japan should be good. Really, all of them present some intriguing matchups. They've all had the opportunity to see each other at least once this week. Kick out, Johnson save, rebound, Team USA. The exclusion was on Neuschel. Australia tried to go quickly, and they were denied.
There's something to be said for that strategy of getting that quick shot off, but wow, what a deflating thing when the block was made really with relative ease.
Rachel Fatal comes on in exchange for Neuschel. An exclusion called on Australia now. Away from the ball, that'll go against number 11, Isabel Bishop. Here's Fatal. Gilchrist has one, looking for another. Musselman. Still on the advantage. Fisher, big fake. Side's coming even. Gilchrist now. She's knocked down an ordinary. Power play is over for Team USA. No look, backhand, wave it off. Offensive foul. Beautifully done there out of 2 meters from Steffens, but a contra.
Caused a lot of excitement, but it was pretty clear. Above the water, she had her arm up to prevent the defender from gaining proper position.
And no complaint there from Steffens. No, she was guilty on that one. Final moments here, first quarter. Big start for Team USA, up 3-0. 5 seconds left here for the Aussies. Southern, with 2 seconds, goes inside the step, and the field block from Seidemann. And that's all for the first 8 minutes here in Louisville. A strong start for the #1 team in the country. They like it here in Texas. 3-0 Team USA. We're back with the second right here live on USA Water Polo TV.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Welcome back. FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament, second quarter about to begin. James Smith, Greg Meskel here with you from Louisville, Texas. We're here at the Westside Aquatic Center. And the second quarter is underway. Team USA ahead 3-0. They know they'll meet Australia tomorrow for the gold medal here. Both these teams, by virtue of reaching the gold medal, have already qualified for the FINA World League Super Final later this year, June to be exact, in Shanghai, China. And really, now that we think about it, we know the teams that are going to go to the Super Final because our third place game is China-Canada. So however you slice that, Canada gets to go as well.
I can't help thinking, that tournament is so typically a very important part of the water polo year. There's such tension associated with those teams who have not yet qualified for the Olympics in that last qualifier.
Well, the beauty of the Super Final this year, as it's knocked away, is this will come after Olympic qualification. So you'll go into that event knowing where you stand one way or another. Really, it also provides one last high-level tournament before you get into the big event of the year, the Olympic Games.
The coaches must love that opportunity, yeah.
Here's Steffens, controlling with 5 on the clock as we get moving here in the second quarter. Fatal a long way from home. She goes inside. Musselman shovels it up, but looks like they're going to wave this off on a shot clock violation. Didn't get it off in time.
Much closer than I expected, though. That looked like a dump ready to happen, and no such luck for the Australians.
The long arms of Musselman coming in. Ordinary called. Inside. Johnson right there to stuff the backhand attempt and then pressure. And she's able to get away. We saw that last night with Canada. They would pressure Johnson after a block, try and drive her into a corner to see if she could turn the ball over.
Well, she just brushed that pressure off. Holly Lincoln-Smith got a very good look at a center and still stuffed.
Steffens now. That's Lincoln-Smith defending there on the far side. Shot clock to 5. Aussies doing a nice job here of making Team USA burn their clock. Fatal here can let fly with 1 on the shot clock. Big field block, but a right to Gilchrist. Right place, right time for Kelly Gilchrist.
Only thing better would have been an actual goal, but wow, that's a great advantage to the USA.
It came right to her. Fatal, second chance, doesn't miss from there. Rachel Fatal is on the board. And a 4-0 lead for the United States as the World Championship MVP connects for her first.
That's a bit of misfortune for the Australian defense. Here they are, 1 second left on the shot clock. They're able to get the shot block and rebounds directly back to the USA for a much easier shot.
Well, I'm sure Gilchrist was surprised to find herself with the ball.
For most players, that's a blessing. It just means you don't have to counterattack and you get to stay on the same end.
Let's see what Australia does here to try and work their way back in, trailing 4-0. They've been as dominant as Team USA this week. Really, these two, the class of this event in Louisville. Craig pressuring all the way to the end line here against Keisha Gophers.
Yeah, Gophers was really trapped in that corner. It took a lot of time off the clock.
Seidemann, she'll head out. That's Gemma Beadsworth playing in her 251st career international game. Big moment for her last night with number 250. And Seidemann departs.
I was going to say a veteran move by a proven veteran, really one of the great Australian players.
Southern around the perimeter. Webster, field blocked. Mathewson got two hands, or rather one hand on that one, and knocked it out of play. And the sides will come even. Team USA kills off the power play. A little confusion there as to what the ref needed from Johnson to start moving the ball into the offensive end, but they get it worked out. Steffens now. Clark. Forget about Clark. Maggie will take it herself.
Yeah, that's not a shot that's supposed to go. Cross cage skip.
It's a pretty rough angle right here.
Look at this.
Actually better than you think, but all you got to do, James, is just ping it off that far post.
Yep.
And a 5-0 lead right now. And I have to
shooter.
imagine Australia here a little bit surprised.
I think so too. I think we are as well. This is they are not. There's no question that they're not going to give up in this game. There is some question about exactly how they're going to crawl back into it, though.
Let's see where they turn, see if they can get some more things out of 2 meters with either Beadsworth or Lincoln Smith. Ash Southern, we know her abilities. Webster from the outside, McGee. But a turnover, a contra foul. You also wonder if Australia's thinking, well, we have to do this again tomorrow morning. Not that they're going to take it easy here, but maybe saving some things for tomorrow. USA gives it right back. Australia has gone to a new keeper. We see Kelsey Wakefield has come on. Webster over the top. She's working on that far side.
I'll be interested to see if the results stay similar. The Australian press is giving this a lot of coverage. This is obviously one of their more successful teams in the entire country.
Musselman kicked out. Power play Australia, and they'll call for time with 3:43 to play in the first half. And it's a rare day where Team USA can hold Australia scoreless for a half. 3:43 to go in the first half here. Let's see what Australia comes out of the break with other scores earlier tonight. China, 5 goals better than Japan, 10-5, and Canada doubles up Brazil, 14-7.
Coach McFadden was quoted, Australia head coach McFadden was quoted earlier this week talking about how poorly their defense was against China in an earlier match. And I think he's looking to really rebound from some of those earlier matches where they were less than optimal. I think they improved a bunch against Canada, but this game, very tough opponent to have any faltering on the defensive end.
Out of the break, here come the Aussies now. Isabel Bishop shovels that right. Here's McGee. Webster. Around the perimeter, they work it. Still on the advantage. Southern off the bar, a rocket, and it'll be rebounded long. Here's Steffens. Team USA now on the move, but she's got 4 Australians giving chase. And she wisely pulls things back out. Rachel Fatal. Here's Gilchrist. Over the top, Fisher.
How did she get that open?
And Mackenzie Fisher diving towards the cage, takes the ball, and a 6-0 lead. Little Princeton offense here, a little backdoor. Fisher pops free.
And really just a defensive breakdown, to be honest.
Fans, don't forget, coming up, we'll show you a fun video from yesterday. USA women's head coach Adam Krikorian makes his inaugural trip to Whataburger, a Texas staple, with NBC5 here in Dallas. That's coming up at halftime. An exclusion on Gilchrist.
Rowie Webster, another veteran move at center.
Southern. Couple of fakes. She gets it back, lost the handle. This one, long rebound, and bounces right in front of our area here. And the rebound will come to the Australians and a new shot clock with 2:19 to go in the first half. Back inside. Just an ordinary. It looked like that was going to be an exclusion call.
It did. Hannah Buckley sitting in there. It's just, as we said, there's just multiple Australian talented players who can go post up at center.
There's no denying this is a loaded roster here for this Australian team. 2 minutes to play. Aussie looking for something here, losing the grip. That was Halligan who couldn't hang on. And Gophers runs out of time on the shot clock.
Yeah, bit off their game today. Now, clearly, Team USA has something to do with at least a little of that, but I'm sure Coach McFadden is looking for an improvement in the first half tomorrow.
You are seeing a couple of uncharacteristic things here, some drop passes. Seidemann calling for it, wants to turn inside, and she'll draw the exclusion, taking Buckling in close. And Team USA will go up on the power play here with 1:30 in the first half. Steffens, Fatal now. Here's Fisher. Gilchrist. They keep it out top. Fatal off the post, sides even. Aussies hold there defensively.
And 1 for 4 for Team USA. Australia's probably pretty pleased with that ratio at this point.
Each side with 6 turnovers as well. We're under a minute to play. Southern directing traffic from near mid-tank. Gives to Gophers. Shot clock to 5. Southern. Fisher's there, but it comes right into the hands of a waiting Arancini. So another shot clock now for Australia. Halligan, Gophers. Aussies control top of the perimeter. Lincoln Smith in at 2. Skip Johnson is there with a 2-hand swat. And the ball back to Team USA where they will call for time with 23 seconds left in the first half, and they can play for the final possession of this quarter.
Team USA gave up a bit of that strong press for a possession. Invited the Australians to shoot from outside, and with a positive result for them.
$6-0 lead for Team USA, and adjustments I'm sure coming at the break here for Australia. For the United States, have to be pleased with how they've started. Two teams will meet tomorrow for gold right here in Louisville, Texas, as we wind down an excellent week of water polo here north of Dallas.
Come on back.
After a week like this, I understand why that very well might happen. Out of the break, here's Neuschel. Pressure on the perimeter. She's tangled up out there with Halligan. Under 10 seconds now, looking for Craig. Halligan swarming and comes up with a steal with 3 seconds left. Great defense. This will lead to Webster with 2 seconds. Lets it go over the goal, and we've come to halftime, so a strong defensive possession ends things for the Aussies, but all Team USA at the break, 6-0. Let's now take you to a fun trip to Whataburger with Coach Adam Krikorian.
So after a good workout, I said we go grab a burger. A Whataburger.
A Whataburger. 24-hour service. Drive-through 24 hours
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Late night college?
Late night.
Man, I've eaten many a waterburger, my friend.
Look at this.
Be honest with me. If you were just driving through town and you saw this joint, would you even think about stopping?
No, you know, to be, I don't think so.
No,
That looks like the color of my grandma's couch. So excited for this.
You should be. I'm excited for you. Who's excited? Who's excited? Run in and see if these guys know
Let me
what's
just take
coming
it
in.
in for a second here. I like the smell.
I'm telling you, this place is the bomb.
I mean, look at the colors on this thing. Miss, I'm from California, so you're gonna have to help me here, miss.
He's never had a waterburger.
And you're gonna love it when you try it.
So, what are the chances
You're gonna love
I
it.
can have a Whataburger? Are there any secrets, like any secret sauce or any secrets that I should know that I can order? Maybe if I have to whisper it to you or something?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can.
Are there anything, or it's just a Whataburger is a Whataburger? here?
No, yeah, waterburger come with mustard, lettuce, tomato, pickles, and onion, and that's the best one, okay?
There's no like animal style. Are you sure you're not telling me the truth?
Yeah, no.
The only difference is you make it however you want it. So if you want it on toast,
Yeah.
we can make it on toast. You want
Want
it
it on a
mustard
bun,
and
have it
mayonnaise
on a-
and ketchup.
We have million
Well,
ways
barbecue
how to
sauce,
do
you
it.
make it just how you want it.
What about lettuce wrap, like
No, come on.
protein style? Do they do?
This
they
is
do
Texas,
that?
brother.
Oh.
You got to get the bun, a nice toasted bun.
If you don't
Yeah.
want one, we can put it on the side. We can take it off and put it into a pot for you.
So you're telling me you can do
No, but
pretty
you have
much
to
anything?
try the waterburger with the bun, the regular
Yeah,
waterburger.
yeah,
You have to
regular
try it.
Whataburger.
Yeah. And then if you don't like it, we can change it.
All right,
I'm
y'all.
really sure you're going to love it.
He's gonna love it.
Y'all go with the Whataburger. The number one. Hold the pickles though.
No pickles?
Easy on the pickles.
Okay.
Easy on the pickles.
Easy? Alright.
I think he should go with a Dr. Pepper, a good Texas beverage.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
What a size it?
What a size it.
Yes.
What a size. What a size. Whoa, what a size. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Look at the size. of this.
Everything is bigger in Texas. Even the cups.
Holy cow. I mean, we can go swimming in this thing. What a size. Holy smokes.
Huh? Look at that.
You gotta get it. You got a video. Forget about the Whataburger. What a size. Look at this. I think this is 78 ounces. Do I put one of these like in here or something?
You might want to. If you're going to, I will. So, again, the concept was he wanted to create a burger that you had to pick up with two hands.
Two hands.
And when you bit into this thing,
Two
it
hands.
was, what a burger. All right,
Okay.
let's try it. Bon appetit.
Here we go.
What do you think?
What a burger.
Nailed it.
What?
Be honest with me.
Let me swallow first. Certainly bigger and better.
In-N-Out's got nothing on us. Nothing on us. Right, Joanna?
Welcome back to Louisville, Texas. Our third quarter is about to begin. Team USA and Australia, and all Team USA to start 6-0, along with James Smith. Greg Meskel here with you. James, adjustments I'm sure to be made here for Australia. What are you seeing?
This is maybe the hardest question of all day. Defense on the USA side is so strong, it's going to be hard to see how they can actually overcome that. The shutout speaks for itself.
And the opening sprint controlled by Mackenzie Fisher and Team USA. See if Team USA can keep up what has been a brisk pace here through the first half of offense and defense. They go inside, double team, dealt out. Mathewson, she'll try lob. That's deflected away, Wakefield, but it's going to touch the end line, and a new shot clock here for Team USA. Ordinary foul called. Ball on the perimeter here. Fatal controlling. Head to Steffens, and now we'll get a little bit something extra. An exclusion and a roll, and that'll be all for Hannah Buckling. So she is done for the match. See if we can get a second look at Buckling, and now we're going to get a card. And official just confirming here that it is a roll for the match on Hannah Buckling. I don't know if our cameras picked up what it is that she did. We'll try and get you that on our next stoppage here. In the meantime, a 6-on-5 here for the United States. Mathewson knocked down there. Power play over for Team USA. Sides coming even. Fisher, Fatal. Great field block from Beadsworth. Wakefield now on the long outlet, pushing ahead to Southern, who's able to get one stroke past Steffens. The dealer weak side, Arancini had a clean look for the moment. Pours into Beadsworth, and she'll draw an exclusion.
This is what we were talking about in the first half, this run and gun kind of counterattack offense. Not even terribly well shaped, but it doesn't matter. They're looking for inside water to take advantage of, and they just did.
Ball near side. Aussies on the power play, off the post, rebound, and Fatal is there. So Australia unable to convert, getting a decent opportunity there on the 6-on-5. Aussies now 0 for 5 on the player advantage. Into Craig and tipped away. Beadsworth coming over to help double with Southern. Wakefield surveys the scene. Early moments, third quarter here. All Team USA 6-0. They have been in command throughout. Beadsworth gives it off to Southern. She'll move in. Arancini. Another field block, and that one drifts harmlessly towards the far post where Johnson can get it, but all the credit to Mackenzie Fisher. A recent Laguna Beach High School grad on her way to Stanford, but has deferred her admission for another year to train here with Team USA. But will join the Cardinal after that. Craig again looking to post, and again Australia there for the steal, and then an exclusion called on Rachel Fatal in transition. And the Aussies with another power play opportunity.
No timeout from the Australians to stop it. The Australians 15 shots so far. How many of them have been field blocked? Who knows, but this is a very frustrating spot for them offensively.
Yeah, you're seeing a 6-0 game, and it's not as if Ashley Johnson has been the main force here. There have been a ton of field blocks. In close right now, a couple of fakes, and there the Aussies are on the board. So Australians bound to break through, and they do here with Zagami on the goal in close. Well, James, we knew it wouldn't be long before Australia found a way, and Zagami got some good position.
She's a real young talent that I know that Team USA is looking at as somebody to look out for. And she proved it there in front of the cage.
And the Aussies get their first 6-on-5 and their first goal of the game as Zagami connects. 6-1 here, 4:20 to play. Third quarter.
Took a little bit out of the noise of the crowd as well. Like we said, it was bound to happen, but they really needed that.
Musselman has a clean look off the post as she tried to go to the corner. It'll stay with Team USA, though, because Aria Fisher was grabbed by Webster trying to lunge towards the ball.
Boy, if it wasn't for the suit grab, they actually probably would have gotten away with that.
Another shot clock. And the USA back on offense. Seidemann. Save Wakefield. Wakefield will push ahead. And now Australia will try and string together some success on offense. Got the power play working just moments ago. Bronte Halligan. Bad pass there, and Gilchrist able to steal that one right away, give it back to Johnson, and here we go.
They make nothing easy about that on defensively.
Long outlet, Steffens. Southern giving chase. Gilchrist on the skip. Wakefield there with their right hand. Beautiful save.
But what height she gets on that shot. A catch and shoot, beautiful catch and release.
Adam Krikorian not pleased with a couple of no calls there in transition on the last time down.
Yeah, we said it in the first quarter. The Australians are physical, but not dirty, and so I think this is what Team USA has been expecting.
Lincoln Smith, shot clock to 3. Entry inside, Johnson out, and shot clock expires, and a steal. Under 2.5 to go. Here's Seidemann, doesn't see the ball. And Southern right over the top to steal that one. And Seidemann knew she missed it.
She did. A mistake that you see really at lower levels of water polo, so some consolation if you've ever done that, not look for the outlet pass.
Olympians do it too. Here's Zagami. And a contra foul in Australia with 2:05 to play.
A bit of tone setting, I think, here for the referees. There's been, as we said, some grabbing, and now consequential grabbing, really.
Ordinary called. Aria Fisher working in at 2 meters. And an ordinary. Shot clock to 5. Seidemann will get a look. And puts it away. Bad angle. And Seidemann able to go inside Lincoln Smith and fire near side.
She really altered her body angle there in order to get the ball wrapped around the defender and get that high corner on the right side. I think that the goalkeeper was expecting something cross cage.
Let's real quick, we'll show you the Hannah Buckling exclusion from earlier, game exclusion. So
yeah,
we'll look down at 2 meters here.
Clear tussle with Cammie Craig. We saw that from the beginning. Grabbing the strings of her cap, at least that was the implication.
That was the move right there. Sent her underwater there, getting in top, and the official saw enough there. So Buckling done for the match. And a key player for Australia is out for this one. In the meantime, Melissa Seidemann puts Team USA up 7-1 on a goal that frustrated Coach Greg McFadden. as they had Team USA down to the end of a shot clock, but they respond in kind with a score from Zagami, and she has both goals now for the Australians.
Yeah, there's the young talent. She just slid it underneath Ashley Johnson's arm.
Fatal. 1:05 to play in the third, 7-2. Team USA in front. Contra foul called. And the ball back to Australia with a minute to play here in the third.
The Australians are really trying to stifle Cammie Craig in front of the cage. And
good look inside and scored. Isabel Bishop breaking free. So Australia starting to put something together here in the third as Bishop is on the board. And they've cut it down to 7-3.
yeah, good inside water, and what a beautiful shot, left-handed, having a defender hanging on her other shoulder.
Bishop able to break free. .40 seconds left. Ordinary called. Here's Neuschel trying to feed Craig inside, but Wakefield all over that.
Yeah, Cammie Craig was expecting at least an ordinary foul, if not much more, for a suit grab, but often bad passes don't get rewarded.
And Australia in a great spot now here, James. From being down 6-0, it's 7-3, and they have the ball coming out of a timeout. Can easily make this a 3-goal game going into the fourth, and then you've got yourself a very manageable situation in the final 8 minutes.
Yeah, and I think they've just been simply trying to find a way to get that first and following goals against this stifling defense, and now that they have regained a little bit of confidence about their own offensive talents.
Great crowd on hand here tonight in Louisville, Texas, and ready to erupt for Team USA, but it's been Australia quieting them down over the last few minutes. Likely last possession here of the third for Australia. They trail 7-3. There's Bishop, who just scored. Swings to Southern near side. Shot clock to 11 for Australia. That fake had everyone. That was a hard smack. You could hear Seideman's hand on Bishop. She goes out. Power play here with 9 seconds to play. Bishop swings it around. Inside look, right in front. Johnson trying for it. It's still loose, and Team USA gets it out of harm's way. And we've come to the end of the third quarter. So a frenzy to finish the third. Team USA still holding 7-3, but Australia coming to life in the last 8 minutes. Fourth quarter on the way. Stay with us here from Louisville, Texas.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
Welcome back poolside, Louisville, Westside Aquatic Center. James Smith, Greg Meskel here with you. And James, we suspected an Australia run would come. They have started the process here of working back into this game. And the old adage, so much easier to come back than to hold a lead in some cases. Team USA got out to that big 6-0 lead, and they've had to try and sit on that. They haven't really been able to make it grow much, only one goal, whereas Australia now has at least that opportunity to try and roar back here in the final 8.
Well, that's really the thing, is that the comeback has been effective, but it's been a tense one. It hasn't been easy in any way. And I think Team USA is just a couple tweaks away from really turning the tables once again, as is Team Australia.
Aussies outscored Team USA 3-1 in that third quarter to come back into this one. First few minutes here are going to be very crucial. Neuschel. Shot clock to 6. She'll give to Fisher. That's outside of the goal and away. And Wakefield. Also, let's credit Kelsey Wakefield. She came on to relieve Leah Yanitsas and has been a bit more solid here, to say the least, in this second half.
Yeah, that's been a big difference in this Australian defensive effort. That's true.
Contra foul called. Still a tangle as Neuschel's going to get the ball, and the official just imploring them, just relax. The ball's going to go to you.
That was some patient refereeing, allowing for them to get untangled.
And you tend to see that here at the high levels. They try and sometimes let them figure things out. Don't just start throwing people to the side with exclusions.
It's not as though these players don't know what's going on, so that's exactly right.
As I say that, there's an exclusion in transition. Courtney Mathewson goes off for her second. And Australia here, and if you're from the Aussie side of things, you're looking must score here. Down 4, 6-on-5 opportunity in the opening moment. Moving in, Bishop. Southern will get a clean look at it. Big right-hander moves in. Webster off the post and in. Power play connect for Rowie Webster, and a 7-4 game.
You know, there really was a sense ever since the last quarter that they had gained a bit of confidence after their scoring 3, and they really...
Yellow card here to Adam Krikorian.
Warning to both benches.
Oh, to both benches here, okay.
That's something we haven't seen this far.
And here from the U.S. bench, Coach Krikorian not thrilled with some of the no calls recently, so it wasn't too shocking the cards came out of the pocket.
No.
Steffens whirling around on the perimeter. Gives off to Fisher. Now look at this Australian defense. It's the green and gold driving Team USA away from the cage. Aria Fisher looking to post. She'll do enough to draw an exclusion there on Rowie Webster. Fatal. Now Neuschel. Mackenzie Fisher will push into about 5 meters. Nothing there. Fatal now working 2 meters. Still on the advantage. Musselman. Here's Fatal. Improving that angle. Fisher off the post, off Wakefield. Rebound Beadsworth as sides come even.
Well, that's what the Australians were looking for right there.
And one more goal, and everything's about to get a bit more interesting here in Louisville, Texas. Australia cruising in now. 5:40 to play. Gophers. Pressured by Steffens. She'll get the ordinary. Take a look. Come near side. Here's Zagami. Shot clock violation and a field block. But this actually might benefit Australia. And hang on, they're actually just going to rule the ball in favor of the U.S. It looks like there might be a chance where Zagami could track down that field block. I thought the shot came after the horn anyway.
I did too. Shot clock violation, I think that was pretty clear. But in transition, they were slowed down once again, the United States.
Steffens looking into Fisher. And she draws the exclusion on Beadsworth. Aria Fisher, one of the youngest members of Team USA, getting heavy time here at 2 meters in the post-up spot.
Can you believe the composure of some of these young players, and really on both sides like that?
And Musselman answers. One high schooler to another. A breaker to a sea queen, and they connect for an 8-4 lead. Nasty fake there, thought near side, went cross cage instead.
Great elevation too. Brought the defenders closer with it and put it away with that hesitation.
Both Fisher and Musselman, and I mean Aria Fisher, taking time away from high school to train here with Team USA, so away from their high school teams. And now a contra foul, ball back to USA. And that's the rough part for the opposition. So Aria Fisher's been posting up. She helps draw an exclusion. Maddie Musselman scores a goal, and now Cammie Craig subs them out.
What was I just going to say? That's exactly right. I mean, the substitute for Cammie Craig, one of the great centers in the world, is somebody who's as effective as Aria Fisher was.
Gilchrist. Tough pass. That one died on the water looking for Cammie Craig. Then Australia takes over, trailing by 4. Long outlet pass. Here's Zagami looking for number 3. Johnson says no. Sent back towards mid-tank, and Gilchrist recovers, and that leads the crowd to a big ovation.
Oh boy, that would have been a real game changer, I think.
Yeah, that was huge. They had Zagami out on the break. Under 4 to play. An 8-4 lead for Team USA. Into Craig. Tries to spin, but defenders are there on a double team. Aaron Sini with the steal.
Ashley Southern was really caught out of position, screaming for help, and got it in time for that play not to take place.
On the other end now, working inside, Gophers. Johnson swarms out of the cage. On the other end now, Team USA in pretty good shape here. This fourth quarter has gone by quickly. Now holding a 4-goal lead here with 3:19, and it's quickly become all that much tougher for Australia. They'll release a player. There goes Halligan. Mathewson will give chase, as will Fisher. Now everyone's heading the other way with the shot clock about to expire. The U.S. is going to dump this one.
That pass to the side really puts a crimp in the counterattack that they had all set up, but here still.
Working inside, Zagami fending off 2 Team USA defenders, and not any longer as Gilchrist is there again. Kelly Gilchrist has come over with a couple of crucial steals here in the fourth.
Maybe took a little too much time in front of the cage on that possession.
.230 to play. Again, the shot clock going to expire, so Team USA content here to play defense. And holding 4 goals, or holding Australia to 4 goals, it's a pretty impressive defensive effort. Of course, we're not done just yet. Aussies on the move. Gophers gives near side. Johnson there again. And a timeout called by Team USA.
Nicole Zagami has had quite a good game, but I'm sure when they go look at the film, she will think twice about the placement of that shot.
9 saves now for Ashley Johnson, 3 steals. Great feature on Johnson, NBCDFW.com. Sitting down with her before training this week, worth checking out. Learning a little bit more about her background from the Miami, Florida area. History making opportunity. Would be the first African-American woman to make a U.S. women's water polo Olympic team, and it's only been around since 2000, but still that is something of note, something the national media has started to get clued into.
Progress in all sorts of ways.
Just fantastic across the board. And as she says in the interview, it's not really her prerogative to be the face of that sort of thing. She doesn't want to be the only person as the example. She'd like to just see more people, whatever your background.
Right.
get the chance to play water polo and succeed at the highest levels.
So I almost look at it more as an advantage from simply being from Florida, the expansion of the sport throughout the United States. Here we go. It's beginning now.
Out of the timeout, 2 minutes to play. And Johnson just one of many great stories on this Team USA roster that you'll be hearing about leading up to the summer, provided Team USA can qualify next month. Here's Cammie Craig, and it's taken away. Webster steals it, then lofts it up, but Seidemann there with the one-hand interception. And back to Johnson, and that will likely wrap this one up with 1:35 to play. Team USA can start to salt this clock away and gear up to do it all over again tomorrow at 12:40 p.m. Central Time, but the only difference, a gold medal will be on the line.
A good matchup today, and I think everybody expects even a better one tomorrow.
You have to think Australia's going to come out fired up tomorrow. Hardware on the line. They can't like how this one started for sure. And Team USA wants to hold serve as Steffens dumps that one away. They both know they're headed to the Super Final in June, so that's confirmed. We have all of our teams figured out for that event. Canada the other, China the host, so they'll go no matter what happens tomorrow. In the meantime here, final moments, a minute to play. Here's Isabel Bishop. Webster able to beat Johnson, ranging right from the outside. Rory Webster has her second.
As we said earlier, there's a robust coverage of this Australian team from the Australian press, and I don't think that they'll be given a lot of leeway even in a tight, if they're tightening up the match today, but I think they're expected to perform well no matter where they are, even against a great team like the United States.
8-5 the score right now as Ash Southern heads off. Maggie Steffens looks to play keep away here on the perimeter. Wakefield gets a fingertip on that. Fatal puts it in play, and she'll swim away from the competition. A contra foul called on Maggie Steffens, though, as she tried to break free to get to the ball, and Wakefield will take control.
Yeah, really good defense by Gemma.
Wakefield fires on goal, and that's off the bar. We've seen a goalie goal already this week from Sammy Hill. That one was close. And now Team USA can take away the final time in this one, en route to a victory. And they will move to 5-0. Australia will fall to 4-1, but they will do it all again in a little over 12 hours from now. Fatal here controlling. She'll put it live, and that should do it as the crowd will count it down, and that's your final. Team USA defeats Australia 8-5. Great crowd on hand here to see the United States win this one. Don't forget, coming up, we'll have our Clean Athlete Player of the Match to recognize one of the outstanding efforts here for Team USA. In the meantime, James, as we look over some of the numbers here, Ashley Johnson with 9 saves on the goal scoring front. How about the balance on Team USA? No one person scored more than 1 goal.
Adam Krikorian's dream. That's the kind of distribution, of course, that he's looking for.
You look at the numbers here across the board outside of what Johnson did. The following all had 1 goal. Musselman, Seidemann, Fatal, Steffens, Mathewson, Gilchrist, Fisher, and Craig. It's a well-balanced effort for Australia. You have to give credit to Nicole Zagami. She scored goals when they weren't scoring goals. She had those first 2 to kind of keep them afloat. And then 2 for Roy Webster and 1 for Isabel Bishop. Lee and Itza started things off and struggled. She was pulled. Kelsey Wakefield came on with 4 saves, made some nice efforts. And now our Clean Athlete Player of the Game in this one, Rachel Fatal. You could take your pick about a bunch of people. Kelly Gilchrist with a phenomenal game, multiple steals, but Fatal picking up a goal and a nice all-around effort here in this one. Also an assist on the day. So the Still Beach, California native, our Clean Athlete player of the game. We'll be back at it tomorrow. More action coming up. We start things off on the final day at 10 a.m. with our 5th place game, as we'll see Brazil take on Japan, 3rd place Canada, China, and we'll do this all over again for gold with Team USA and Australia. Thanks for joining us here tonight. For my partner James Smith and our entire crew, Greg Meskel signing off. Come back and join us tomorrow. But for tonight, it's a win. Team USA 8, Australia 5.